Father Cram was beloved by the staff and patients of the old Yoakum Community Hospital for over 20 years. He was known for being humble and polite and always a comfort to patients in need. A severe bout with polio left him paralyzed, but that never stopped him from employing the help of the nurses and nuns to have wheelchair races down the hallways of the old hospital. Many believe Father Cram still haunts this abandoned location. Laura Lynn Heights was a nursing student who had just started her shift on a Tuesday morning when her estranged husband asked to speak with her in the waiting room of the second floor just outside of the ICU. Moments later, he pulled out a .22 caliber pistol and shot her point blank in the head. She was rushed to the ICU where doctors attempted to resuscitate her. In just a little over 4 months, Laura Lynn would have celebrated her 24th birthday. She died on March 6, 1990, surrounded by friends and colleagues just moments after being shot. I am a solo ghost hunter. I explore and document haunted places alone at night without a production crew of any kind. Sometimes I like to push the limits of fear as much as possible just to see what will happen. I want to learn and experience everything I can about fear. This is the old Yoakum Community Hospital. The original structure was built in 1922 after a substantial cash and land donation was made by Yoakum, Texas resident John Huth. Several renovations over many years of operation were made until the 1980s, when it was sold to the Sisters of the Incarnate Word of San Antonio, Texas. By the late 1990s, it was determined that the hospital was obsolete and a new one was constructed less than a mile away. On March 6, 1990, a nurse was shot to death on the second floor by her estranged husband. It is said that the spirit of the murdered nurse and the hospital's chaplain, Charles Cram, haunt the halls of this old hospital. Tonight, I will have access to the entire structure, armed only with my video cameras and audio recorders, and no crew or backup. Till morning, I'm on my own. Okay, so we're moving into the hospital right now. I am going without a light. So I'm shooting in infrared. Just heard a little sound beside me. Just checking it out, see what's down here. It's a hallway. And we're going over to one of the operating rooms. This one right here. We already have a camera set up. And so yeah, there we go. Let's go into this little room right here. And so, as you can see, this is an operating room. And, yeah, look at that. Yeah. So, it's a pretty big operating room. Of course, all the equipment is gone. So, I thought this would be a good place to do a session, start doing a session, and let's see what happens. Okay, I got my recorder down here, almost ready to go. Let's go ahead and, let me see if I can stand that up right there. Okay, let's see. I need to make sure I get this thing started correctly. Let's see, okay. What am I waiting for? I don't understand. And we are rolling. Is it? It's rolling. Okay, so we're doing an audio session. Here we are in the hospital in Yoakum. And I'm in the operating room, and where we're supposed to have some audio here. Sit in this chair here. So, is there anybody in here? Would you like to talk to me? Were you a patient here? Are you a doctor? Did you work in this emergency room here? I can hear someone talking, but it sounds like it's coming from outside of the hospital. Yeah. Oh, what was this? That sounds like a rodent. There was a sound right behind me. There was a sound right behind me, but I think it's a rodent. It was making a pretty good amount of noise. It was kind of weird. This is one of the entrances here, and here's an X-ray table. Oh, look at that! That's all that X-ray stuff right in there. Yeah, and there's a lot of handprints and blood and stuff like that. This is all from a Halloween carnival. I guess they must have done that here some few times. There's actually some film there. So we're walking around, walking over to the entrance here. Here's one of the exit doors. Bunch of stuff stored in here. They have had to chain this up because people break into this place. There you go, emergency services. And there's a hallway. There's another emergency room here. Anybody in here? So let's see, where did I come from? Maybe I came from here. I think I did. So let's go back to the operating room, OR. Oh, here I am. And there's a hallway over there. Let's go back to the let's go back to the OR that I was in. And I'm still interested if you'd like to talk to me. Let's see if this is clean. Can I sit there? Went for a little walk in the hospital and saw all the old stuff that used to be here. How long were you here? Did you die here? I'm going to reposition myself over here now. Okay. Did you die in this emergency room, in this operating room? Did the operation go terribly bad and you maybe didn't make it? Is there an afterlife? Are you there right now? Did you pass away? What is it like?